A very good morning to all of you. So we are here with our next session of leadership and influence, how important it is for a leader to influence, to have influence on its member. So we are going to discuss about second leadership style, that is close and personal. So in the last session, we have discussed about the situational leadership style, that how situational leadership style is used at different levels. Now today we are going to start with the just one second. Yes, today we are going to start with close and personal leadership style. Now, what's that? What is that leadership style all about? So this is the leadership participatory inventory. This leadership style is known as leadership participatory inventory. And what's that? A leadership is more of behavior and practice rather than just a matter of personality. He says that leadership is not about the personality which you are holding. It is not about how you look, how you present yourself. It is all about the behavior which you show. Behavior what you have is different. It is more concerned about behavior which you show and which keeps on improving with the practice which you do. So leadership is more about behavior and practice rather than just a matter of personality. So here he's clearly describing, like in situational leadership, we have discussed about 4 different quadrants, like it's about selling, participating, delegating. But here, this leadership style is all about the behavior which a leader has, the behavior, what he shows, and the practice which makes him a perfect leader. It is not just about the personality, like a person who is having very charming personality, a person who looks very attractive, a person who catches everyone's attention, who has a lot of charm, doesn't make him to be a good leader until and unless he don't have that behavior and he doesn't practice leadership. Everything, whatever we talk about, we improve in that thing with practice only, right? Practice is needed for everything. Same ways, leader is all about the behavior you show and the practice rather than just a personality which you are carrying. Leadership includes the skills and capabilities that are observable. Leaders are the person who influence people, who motivate people, who sometimes act as your role model. So leadership includes the skills and capabilities that are observable, that people observes in you. So if we talk about leadership skills and capabilities, what are the different types of skills they have? We have been discussing about leadership from so long. So what are the leadership skills which they have? What do you think, if someone wants to be a good leader, what skills he should possess? He should be good with communication. That is one of the skills which he should have. Then he should have negotiation skill. He should have motivational skill. He should have empathy. He should know how to get work done from others. So that is delegation. He should have emotional intelligence. He should be a good problem solver, because leader is a person who is leading a group of people, right? He's leading a group of people. And when a person is leading a group of people, he needs to be proactive as well as a good problem solver, a creative thinker. Because whenever different kind of peoples are working together, That is for sure. They will have lot of doubts, lot of conflicts, lot of arguments, mismatch of views. So here he should possess those qualities by which he can solve all those conflicts. So that's why we say that leadership has lot of different skills, and one of the skill is problem solving. Then he need to make people work in the right direction to achieve the goals of the organization. They should also satisfy their own personal motivational factors. So he should be a good motivator. Above that, along with a good speaker, he needs to be a good listener too, because he is the person who is going to address their problems, address their queries. He is a link between top management and the ground level management. He is the link. So whenever a team, a group of people, or his team, his followers are facing any kind of difficulties, they are going to approach him because he is the leader. He is supposed to take care of their responsibility. He is the right person who is going to approach the management for the problems which his team is facing. So for that, you need to be a good listener. He should have time management skills. He should be very committed to whatever he is saying. He should have the skills of conflict management. As we know, problem and conflict are the internal part of the organization. Wherever group of people are going to work together, they will have conflict. You cannot keep conflict away from group of individual working together. That is something which is inherited. If people are working together, a group is working together, conflict and problem will arise in that group. So he should be good in solving those conflicts. He should be proactive. He should set some ground rules in order to avoid those future conflicts. Like some of the basic conflicts which happen in all the teams, that is related to the time of the meeting, related to how the work is going to be done, who is responsible for what fields. So he can avoid those conflicts by setting the ground rules. Like this is the time we'll have meeting. This role is specifically delegated to this specific person. For this problem, you can approach this person. So when they will have clear roles and responsibility, when the flow of communication is going to be open, when they will have clear picture of what they're going to achieve and what they have to do, it is going to reduce their conflict to a lot of extent. So now why people observe you? It says leadership includes the skill and capabilities that are observable. People observe you for all these skills and capabilities which you have. Being a leader, the motivational thing, the conflict management, problem solving, change management, delegation of responsibility, bringing team together, creative thinking, active listener. So all these things, all these skills are something which makes that leader, that identity as an observable person. People observe you, people learn from you. So you need to be very cautious when you are making any commitment, when you're taking any decision, because people are going to be inspired by what you are doing. If they'll think that you are a person who is managing all the things properly, managing time effectively, they'll inspire by you. They will try to learn that skill from you. But if they think that you are a person who is never putting on your commitment, never coming up on your commitment, they're observing you. They're observing your activities. And they will learn the same thing which they see in you, because you are the role model, you are the leader, you are setting the examples for them. So leadership involves, so here Groves and Posner says that leadership is all about behavior and practice, and it includes some specific skills and capabilities. That's why he said practice, because skills and capabilities are something which can be improved doing that practice. So these are things which people observe in you as you being a leader for them. Groves and Posner discovered that behavior pattern of different great leaders based on their best leadership experience, and found that irrespective of age, culture, gender difference, the behavior pattern of these leaders was similar to their best leadership experience. He has noticed that no matter which gender they belong to, of which age they are, from which culture they belong, he has found on basis of his experience, on basis of the survey he conducted, on basis of the observation, he has found that the behavior pattern, the behavior of the leader is similar to the best leadership experience. The one who is taken as the good leaders in the organization. All those good leaders, the best leader, have the same leadership experience, have the same behavioral pattern which they follow to come up to the best leader for the followers, irrespective of any age, culture, gender difference which they have. So here, this he has discovered. Uh, he was just working on the behavior of the leader. He was trying to find out whether the behavior of the leader remains same with all the leaders or it changes from person to person. But what after surveying with the best leadership, by talking to the person who are having best leadership skills, on basis of those interaction, on basis of the survey he conducted, he finally found out that the behavior pattern of the leader remains same. It is similar for all the leaders. So that's why he says that behavior and practice, leadership is all about behavior and practice rather than the personality, because personality may differ. It is different for everyone. Yes, no two personalities are same, but behavior and practice, that is the two things which every leader have. They have that behavior and they practice that. Next, what are the key practices of leadership practice inventory theory? What are the key practices? The first key practice is challenge the process. What's that? Challenge the process. What is that challenging the process? You know, leaders are the ones who keep on putting up challenges for themselves. Whether the organization is putting them into some challenging situation or not, but they keep on challenging themselves and they keep on growing and learning. So here, creativity and innovation are the key characteristics of good leader. It says that creativity and innovation, all leaders need to be creative and innovative. Handling group of people is not easy and there is no set rules by which you can handle group of people. Each leader has to be creative and innovative in his own way to handle his team, to get work done, and to create good working environment within the team. So for that, he need to come up with a lot of creative ideas, innovative ideas for performing best as well as for making his team give best result. So that's why it says that creativity as innovation are the basic characteristics which a leader should have. A leader has to cope up with risk and failure, consider failure as a learning. Being the leader, he is responsible for the success of the team as well as for the failure of the team, right? So leader is one who consider that failure as a learning opportunity. He keeps on learning from them as well as he make his team understand the pitfalls, learn from those mistakes and stand up again with new energy, new enthusiasm, so that in future they doesn't fail repeating the same mistake. So here he says that leader has to cope up with the risk and failures, considering the failure as a learning for them as well as for the team. The risk here, leaders are involved with great risk because they are the link between manager and the superiors. Now here the risk is whenever they take any decision for the betterment of the team or for the growth of the organization, if thing goes well, everyone praises them. But if things doesn't go well, so there is always a risk of having some negative and the bad results. That risk is borne by the leaders. So here, the leader bears the risk, they cope up with the risk and failures and consider failures as a great learning for them, and they make their team learn from that failure too. Leaders look for more challenging work or assignments to observe their leadership skills and capabilities. That's what I said, challenging the process. They keep on challenging themselves. They keep on bringing some challenging work or assignments just to check their own leadership skills, whether they're capable of doing that or they need to improve a lot. They need to learn more skills. So for having a check on their own capabilities and skills, as we have discussed, that people, they are observing them. So they keep on they keep on looking for these challenging work and assignments to observe and learn from their own leadership skills and capabilities. They also behave in innovations for the betterment of their organization. So when we are giving any title or any designation to a person, why do we give them? For example, let's see, we have hired a person that is VP, Vice President, Marketing for our organization. Why we have hired that? What he is supposed to do? He's just supposed to take care of the marketing activities. Like whatever is going on, he's just keeping a watch that things are going on good, new product has come. So he's just transferring that information that this is the new product and for that you need to market. Is that all his work? If this is the work, if he is just acting as a link of passing on the information from top management to bottom management, then what's the use of hiring him as a VP? What's the use of hiring him for such a position where we are even paying him a good package? Why organization are going to bring that? Because they want to use his marketing skills to give best result, to market a product in a different way, where we can generate more revenue, where we can showcase our product and cover a large gathering. That's why we are hiring a professional having years of experience in marketing field. That's why we have given him the designation of VP Marketing. Not to go with the running marketing strategy, but to come up with new marketing strategies, but to come up with new innovations, new things by which you can market your product. Same way, the leaders believe in innovations, such innovations which are for the betterment of the organization. Now, innovations can be in the form of some new creative suggestions. Innovations can be in the form of making team work together, because if team is working together, if together they are delivering good results, then again they are making organization grow, because no single person, no individual person can build an empire, right? Can one person build the entire empire? No, they need group of people, no matter how financially strong they are. Still, they need group of people to work together to build that empire. Same way, the leaders are the person with whom they expect to come up with innovations for the betterment of the organization. It can be in the terms of retaining the employees. It can be in the terms of providing good and healthy environment in the organization. It can be in the terms of making team work together for the goals of the organization. It can be in the terms of increasing the sale, productivity, clients, income, profit, turnover. It can be in any form, but some innovations need to be there. For each and every field, innovations are required. Even if you want to retain the employees in the organization, you need to come up with innovative ideas. if you want to make your team working together, you need to come up with innovative ideas to boost their confidence, to motivate them, to inspire them, to make them work together as a group, not as individual, together as a team to achieve the goals of the organization. So at every stage of life, at every stage, the leaders need to think creative and innovative for the betterment of the organization. Last point says, these leaders should prepare themselves for any mistakes or failure as learning. Learning comes from these to set success. Now they should be ready to face those mistakes, the failures which are happening. See, no one in the world is 100% accurate. No one in the world is 100% accurate. So every person makes mistake, and a leader is one who learns from that mistake. Right? So here, these leaders should prepare themselves for any mistake or failure, as learning comes from these to set success. You know, we might have come across many great businessmen, great entrepreneurs who have learned from their failures. They have also failed in life many times, and from that failure, they learned and finally they succeeded. Right? So here, leaders need to learn from their mistake to get success and to learn new things, to move towards the success. This was the first point, that is challenge the process. Second, here, what is challenging the process? It says by challenging leadership of white community, they're challenging the leadership of white community, plus they're holding the position of first Black president of South Africa, example, and that makes it challenge the process. See, who is the president? On presidential position, it's a person from South Africa. And who is into leadership position? The white community. Can you see the difference? They both are empty. How we are going to bring them together? How we are going to make them work together towards the growth of the country? So in that thing, it is a challenge. Right? It is a challenge. So here, by challenging leadership of white community plus holding position of the first Black president of South Africa, that makes it a challenging process for the entire team, for the leader who will be dealing with them. So this is challenging the process. Second comes is model the way. Model the way means leaders establish principles concerning the way people should be treated and the way they should pursue goal. This sets some ground rules, like ground rules, principles, clear with the roles and responsibility. They have all these things. So leaders establish those principles and make them aware, like how the people are going to work, how we are going to treat those people, and how they're going to pursue the goals of the organization, how they're going to achieve that. So for that entire process, they make some rules, regulations, they establish some principles for all these things, which are to be followed by all the group people. Leaders create standards of excellence and set an example for others to follow. This creates some standards, and the standards need to be high, excellent level standards. They have to create those standards, and they set an example for others to follow those standards. They set those examples, like, see, this is where we have reached, and this is the example they have set. So if the followers are here, they are observing the leader. That's what we have discussed in this leadership style, that they observe the leader. So when they are observing leader, and leaders have created high standards, standards of excellency, Now that has set an example for the followers. Followers will be observing that they'll get inspired, they'll get motivated, and they will work in the same direction. Next point says they put up signposts where people feel unsure of where to go or how to get there. They put up those signposts, they use those signposts so that like whenever people are feeling insecure of what to do, where to do, how to do, they help them. Leaders create opportunity for victory. They create opportunity. You know, leaders are not the one who just want to improve their own skills. They are one who provide opportunities for the victory to the followers also. They provide them as they are grabbing the challenging opportunities for them to test their skills, to test their capabilities. Same way, they put up opportunities for the followers so that they can also show their skills and they can identify who is best in that. So they create opportunities for victory. They're creating those opportunities for their team. So this is mold the way. Now, how we can mold the way? Non-violence approach plus equity for everyone is equal to molding the way. Now, what this says? Non-violence approach, peaceful approach, plus providing equity, having equity, no favoritism, no rationalism, no differentiation on basis of the caste, creed, color, equity for everyone, whosoever is working in the organization, irrespective of the position they are holding. There is equality for everyone. No differentiation on the basis of their gender, no differentiation on the basis of color, no differentiation on the basis of the religion, their caste. Equity, non-violence, together they mold that way. That is known as molding the way. Now, the next point says inspire a shared vision. Now, here we'll be discussing about 5 different things. 2 we have already covered. Third says inspire a shared vision. What is a shared vision? What is a shared vision? You know, whatever they see, they make their followers see the same vision. They share that vision with the followers. So here it says, leaders passionately believe they can make a difference. Now here, leader believe that with their capabilities, with their skill, they can make and create difference in the team, in the organization, in the life of individual people. They have that belief. And obviously, yes, leaders, what is the most important quality of leader? That is influence. Now, when they have the power to influence, definitely they can create difference. They can make difference in other person's life, because using their influential power, they can make people move in a specific direction that can be for their personal life, for the growth of their personal life, as well as for their professional life. So they passionately believe, they believe on themselves that yes, we as leader can create and make difference in the life of people and the organization. They envision the future, they see the future and create an ideal and unique image of what the organization can become. Envision of the future means seeing where we are going to be in the future, where the organization is going to reach in near future. They create that envision. They see that future, you know, not just by words, in their imagination. They are seeing that future. They have that image in their mind. For example, constructor, he's constructing, he's just entering into a new project. He has that clear envision of the future that my project is going to look this way. It's going to be one of the best projects in the city. I'll be providing them with all the best facilities, amenities in the project. So it is the image, it is the envision of the future which he is creating in his mind. So they envision the future and create an idea and unique image of what organization can become. When they are seeing the future, they are creating that image for the organization also, that this organization, by implementing this thing, by implementing this idea, by catching this opportunity from the market, this is what our organization is going to become. They have that clear picture. And when they will have that clear vision, then only they can make their team work in that direction. Through their magnetism and persuasion, leader leaders enlist others in their dream. Enlisting others in their dream with their magnetism and persuasion. Magnetism means the power of attraction. They're using that magnetic power to make them move in a desired and a specific direction. They breathe life into their vision and get people to see exciting possibilities for the future. Now they are breathing their life. They are adding life to their vision. And then they are sharing that vision to the people in such a way which makes people believe that there are a lot of possibilities for the future. Like there are a lot of possibility to grow in the organization. If we are going to give best, if we successfully launch this project, then our organization will grow, and as organization will grow, we as an individual are also going to grow with that organization. So they breathe life into they add life to their visions. They share that vision with the team, and they make people believe about the exciting possibilities for their future. Because employees are someone who they just don't want organization to grow. They want themselves to grow. Now, if we are taking up a new project and that is very challenging, that requires some different skill set, working on new software. So how you are going to convince the employees? You see, employees are never comfortable. All the employees, for example, if you in the organization, there are 50 employees, all 50 will not be comfortable in working into new environment, working with new technology, with which they are not very friendly. They know that, but they have never used. So in that situation, you have to use your magnetism, your persuasion, your influence to make them see the exciting future waiting for them. Like if you are going to learn this thing is going to benefit you in your future. People will demand this skill in near future. So you have to create those exciting possibilities of future, and you have to show those exciting possibilities. Creating those possibilities won't give you the ultimate result of reaching close to your vision. You need to make them see that thing. The thing which you have in your mind, the image which you have created in your mind, you have to share that image with them, where you have to show them their growth, individual growth possibilities also. Then only they are going to accept those change, and then only they'll be working for that vision. You have to share your vision. It should be a shared vision, not an individual vision. When we all have some vision, when we all work together to get that vision, to accomplish that vision, we give our best. We dedicate ourselves for the achievement of that thing. But if we don't have a shared vision, if we are not sharing the objective, if we are thinking that if we just delegate the work without showing the ultimate thing, we might not get the excellence in their work. So make sure people are inspired by a shared vision, to inspire them using your vision which you have in your mind. Now, what is the shared vision? By equality, by integration. When you are adding equality and integration together, it together gives you inspired a shared vision. So that is equality and integration. Now we have two more things. Yes. We have in course and post leadership participation inventory. Like there are two more practices which we will be discussing in the future classes. That is, enable others to act and encourage the heart. Now, when you have shared your vision, what's the first thing you did? You just challenged the process. You just created challenges for yourself. Then you have molded the way. You have molded the way. You have set examples by excellence. You have set example for others. Then you are inspiring them with your shared vision. You are creating a vision. You are sharing that vision with them. Now, what you need to do? You need to make them act on that. Sharing a vision doesn't give you result. So, fourth point we'll be discussing about encouraging the heart to work well. So, these all things we'll be discussing in the next session of leadership and influence. Any doubts in these 3 points, or what is course and personal leadership style? Any doubts? Okay, so if you don't have doubts, we are good to wind up the session. We'll see you at 4 o'clock with the next session lined up for the day, that is trust building, and then we'll have time management. These 2 sessions are designed for the day. We'll see you at 4 o'clock. Bye-bye. Take care.